Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Ukrainian guide Olena, and we were just proudly listening to our president, Volodymyr Zelensky, his speech, his address to the American people and American politicians. I know you just want to celebrate Christmas, but guys, the roof is on fire, and we have to do something with it. You are probably afraid to escalate, to provoke, but nothing will escalate the war more than doing nothing, or pretending that you are doing something, but this something is obviously not enough.
Not enough. Not.
You know, something really huge is happening right now in Ukraine. It just happened that it's happening in my country, that I was born as Ukrainian. But this something, it's about all of us. All
It's
people
about
in the world.
the world.
It's about the future of my children, and it's about the future of your children. And what kind of the world will your children live?
President Volodymyr Zelensky speaking not only to the U.S. Congress, but to the American people as well, underscoring the shared values of both nations and driving home a message that American support is crucial.
The Russian tyranny has lost control over us.
The display tonight at the end of the shortest, darkest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, part of the hashtag Light Up Ukraine campaign, a Ukrainian government fundraising drive to acquire generators for hospitals across the country. Joining us now is Elena Ganes. Throughout the war, we've been visiting with her from her home in Kyiv and from the basement where she was sheltering through much of the war. Recently, she and her family have temporarily relocated to this country. We're glad she could be here on this important night. It is great to see you, and it is great to see the kids with you. And what did you make of the president's speech?
We've been listening, all of our family, to the president, and we were very proud of him. But it was a very bittersweet feeling, Anderson, because it's a shame that our president had to fly all the way from Ukraine to here, to America, you know, still to persuade, to beg for weapons. After 300 days of the war, he still needs to convince someone that the war is real, is huge, and that America has to react, and the whole free world has to react. Because the fact that you don't want the Third World War to happen, it doesn't mean that Putin didn't start it yet. He started. He attacked the whole free world, and this is now only Ukraine who is covering the free world as a shield. And this shield is mainly the bodies of our people, not only our defenders, our soldiers, but also women and children who stay over there right now, you know, in these freezing temperatures.
It is one of the points he made tonight, and I want to get the quote right. He said, he spoke of Russia and Iran, the alliance that they have made. He said it's a matter of time before they strike at other of your allies. And he talks about this not being charity, it's an investment in democracy and global security. That was something he was trying to get across.
And I agree with him. The longer this war goes on, the stronger is the terrorist, because he feels that he is unpunished. And the other dictatorships in this world, they see, hey, look, Putin is doing, you know, destroying another country, killing thousands of people, and no one can stop him. So he is strong. He is stronger than America. So let's make friends with him. Let's cooperate. We already see him cooperating with Iran. Me and my children, we heard these Iranian drones above our home in Kiev, in Ukraine.
Yes.
We don't want any Chinese drones over there. You know, we don't want to make this war global. We don't want to bring this war to your house in America here. We want it to stop, and to stop it, there must be some decisive decisions, you know, decisive weapons. Because one Patriot battery, it's cool, but it's still not enough to stop the enemy and to push back the terrorists. It's still not enough. Billions of money, it's a lot. Thank you for this, guys, but it's still not enough, because Russia gets more money from oil and gas, and we still have people in business who want to do business as usual.
I'm wondering, just on a personal level, to watch your president speaking in Washington while you're in the U.S. temporarily, what was that like?
It was, like, you call this historical speech, but I'm like, will it really change something? I mean, it's cool. It looks like a great TV show, and it's cool for America to be proud, that you put all of these Ukrainian flags everywhere. But for people in Ukraine, it's like, oh, cool TV show, because for them, it's not on TV. For them, it's the reality, and they need weapon like yesterday.
It was obviously risky. I mean, for the president to make this trip, both his own personal safety, what could happen in Ukraine while he's out of the country. Do you think it was worth the risk?
Come on, what kind of risk? He recently visited Bakhmut, the hottest place of the front line. I was impressed by this visit. This visit to America doesn't seem to us in Ukraine as something dangerous. Children who stay tonight in Kiev and closer to the front line, they face more danger than Zelensky flying here to Washington.
Just finally, how are you and your family doing so right now in the U.S.?
We want to come back home. We want our home to stay intact, not ruined. We want our friends to stay alive and come back from the front lines. We want all Ukrainians just to come back and to start our peaceful life from the very beginning. But it's real. I mean, Christmas is coming and we want to have the Christmas mood. But unlike you Americans, we here, being in America as Ukrainians, we feel that the war is already here. It's not somewhere far away. It's already here. It is happening. And when you have Christmas dinner and you enjoy this time, the roof is on fire. And this is the most important right now, to stop the fire, because it's already happening. It's huge. It just happened that it's happening in my country, in Ukraine. But it involves the whole world. And right now, somewhere in Ukraine, in my country, it will be decided in which kind of the world your children will be living.
Those are the stakes.
Asking.
Sorry?
Those are the stakes. That it's not just, you're saying this is not just a battle for Ukraine, this is a battle for democracy and freedom.
This is the battle of the world, and the result of this battle will define in which kind of the world our children will be living. Will it be the free and democratic world where life matters, where there is dignity and respect and equality, or Russia pulls us back to tyranny and
I will live
into
all
darkness.
my life. No life was without war in Ukraine.
Elena, I appreciate talking to you, and I appreciate talking to you on this night. Thank you.
Thank you, Anderson. It was a pleasure.
Elena Ganes, thank you. We'll be right back.
Elena, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
It's so
Thank
great
you.
to have you on tonight on this night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Well, guys, it was fun. I gave interview just after Hillary Clinton, which was a great honor, of course. I don't know why they do this on CNN, why Anderson Cooper and his team decide, to talk to just simple Ukrainian woman right after, big minds of our planet. But I was just speaking from the bottom of my heart. I was just telling what I feel, and I hope it will help. I'm not sure, but I do what I can. And maybe each of us, we have to do what we can do best. Because this is something really important happening right now. This is the most important thing. This war is huge, it's global. And it's already the third world war. It's not the first and not the second. We've seen these wars before. It is the third.
Sure.
And we kind of can predict what will happen.
3 world wars. Maybe it's enough. Maybe we will not the third war to be the world's.
Yeah, we have to act before it's too late.
Maybe it's enough. 2 worlds war. 2. Third is becoming to be world war. Becoming. Can you stop this? To become.
Do you think we can stop this?
No. But on which way we will become? We will become to stay with Putin, or we will become to stay with us? I'm okay if it will be the world war, but with you and with Ukraine. Without Iran and China in Putin's country. Without Iranian drones, without all this. I don't want this to become true.
Of course, it's a shame that so much money is spent on the weapons, on the war, instead of being spent on society, on science, on culture. I know you don't want the war, but the war is already here. And
if culture
you have to
will wait, nothing will happen. But if the war will wait, it will not wait. The war will not wait. Culture can wait, but war will not wait. She will go on and eat anything that she can. I can now go onto the Christmas tree. A lot of presents under there. I can give all of them, only to stop the war. Only to defeat the terrorist.
also, if someone breaks into your house, if someone kills your son, if someone raped your daughter, and this someone has nuclear weapons in his pocket, does it mean that you will still negotiate with this person? Does it mean that you will try to make a deal, and to say, okay, let's live peacefully like neighbors again? Or this person needs to be punished, persecuted, in jail, or liquidators? This is what's happening right now, but on the huge scale. We have the whole country that behaves like a criminal, like a terrorist.
Because she is a terrorist. I'm behaving like an animal sometimes because I'm an animal. Putin is behaving like a criminal because he is a criminal. Think about this. I think when Ukraine will win and when I will go to my home in safety. When will it happen? A year of war. Maybe it's enough? A whole year.
And basically this is what I have on my mind, Katya, too. It's already more than 300 days of war. Half of Ukraine is ruined, or even more. Our people are right now trying to survive in freezing temperatures, in darkness. Every day they are bombed by Russian missiles. So to be honest with you, we Ukrainians look like we are much less enthusiastic about this speech, this visit of Ukrainian president to the USA, even though it's his first foreign visit after the war has started, and there is so much of media attention. But for Ukrainians, it's kind of not a big deal. Maybe we are a little bit disappointed, maybe because of this. I was impressed more when our president visited Bakhmut, right on the front line, visited our Ukrainian defenders in the town that is the hottest spot of the front line. Also, even before this visit, some of you were writing like, Olena, don't worry, Patriot missiles are coming and it will be cool. But again, I feel less enthusiastic about it, because why now? Now it's already 300 of days of the war is going on. If America could give us those Patriot missiles, why are they giving these missiles only now? Why waiting for so many people to be killed and so many homes to be destroyed?
Forest animals died no less because its rocket hit our Ukrainian rocket, so it down to the town and all that around the forest. Animals don't feel better. And they can't evacuate it. Even only some migrated animals can evacuate it.
How many more time will pass till these Patriot systems will be in use, when our defenders will learn how to use them? Months probably. So, but the winter is already here. It's already half of the winter.
Year.
very soon it will be already 1 year of the cruel terrorist war in the middle of Europe. So Ukrainian people are less enthusiastic about this visit because they know that, like, we stopped hoping that anything significant will happen like right now. You know, I was naive back in the days. I was hoping that, you know, they will close the sky above us and protect us from Russian missiles and airplanes, but it wasn't happening.
Wasn't. Just wasn't. Not even trying.
And, you know, every time we're given a little bit, and a little bit of these weapons, but it's still not enough. I'm sorry, yes, it's expensive. And you can say, hey, Olena, so many of my taxes go to these weapons and you are still not happy with it. You still complain. Yes, I complain because Russia gets much more money from its oil and from its gas than you guys spend on the weapons to help Ukraine.
Europe is buying oil from the terrorists.
So it feels like it's just a drop in the ocean. But even with this drop in the ocean, we still fight and we are winning this war. So we have to decide, do we want to win this war or we lose? And I say we, I mean Ukrainian people and American people and all the other people of the free world. Because it's not just the war between Russia and Ukraine. Russia attacked the free world. It's attack on democracy. It's attack on our values.
When Russia will win, it will go on Poland, then from Poland to another, and from another to another. And if she will not be stopped, she will eat even America, even you. If it will not be stopped. Yes.
It's a great difference.
Because she is crazy.
And I know you want to celebrate Christmas and you don't want to be a part of the war, but you know there is a difference between Ukrainians and Americans because I know that the war is already here. And the fact that you want to hide from it doesn't mean that it's not here. And the fact that America doesn't want the World War III, it doesn't mean that Putin started it already. Because he did. He attacked not just Ukraine, he attacked the free world. All of us.
All. Not only this. He attacked all. He wanted to be the king of the whole world. Oh my God. But he is old. Too old to be a king.
So we have to decide in what kind of the world we want to live. Do we want to live in the free world, where democracy matters, where lives of people matter, where there is justice, freedom of speech, equality?
I want to live in terrorist things that so many terror and that you even can't say the president is bad. If these words you will be killed and all. Do you want to live in this? I know, you will say no. I know you. You will say no. It's not only Russia and Ukraine. It's Russia, Belarus, Iran, and free world.
Even a child understands it.
Yes. Because I am not a child. I am an animal. Yes, I'm an animal. And I became an animal too much when the war started. I even sense smell in other way.
Nobody wants to bring the war to America. This is why it's so important to stop Putin, the terrorist state of Russia, right now, before he gets stronger and before he gets closer. Because something tells me that if he nukes, maybe he will not nuke Ukraine first. Maybe he will nuke America. Why are you waiting for him to do this? Maybe it's better to prevent. Nobody is safe Our planet is not safe as long as a terrorist has nuclear weapons, as long as terrorist has the army, as long as a terrorist feels that he is unpunished. Why on earth do we still get only...
He needs to be punished. He needs to be not just feel that he's punished. He needs to be punished for real.
And this must be the lesson for the other tyrannies on our planet too. We already let him attack Ukraine. We already let him destroy half of the country. He destroyed cities. He killed thousands of people.
And he even took Crimea.
Millions of people.
Just took. No, it's mine. No, I'm European and it's mine. And
The longer this war goes on, more people suffer, more people are killed, and moreover, the terrorist becomes stronger. We already see how Russia started cooperating with Iran, for example. Do we wait for Russia to cooperate with China or some other countries? And it's not a fairy tale. A diplomatic way to solve this problem does not exist. Russia can be stopped only by force. And this force has to be big and strong.
not just a little to save Ukraine. No! A terrorist could be destroyed.
I feel like I sound like an ungrateful Ukrainian pig, but imagine that you are hungry, you are bleeding, and kind people give you sweets. So Ukraine now needs not toys, we need weapons. If you ask me what Ukraine needs more, bread or weapons, I would say weapons.
Weapons. And to kill Putin. That's need all. Even animals need it, because they will stop killing by being at the front line. Get ours that Putin has taken. But we need to defeat him. And it's not enough.
We do not need Russian lands or something. We need to take our country back, and we need to reinstall peace. But for this, we need to push the enemy back. I think it's time to bomb Moscow, and I think it's time to kill Putin.
Yes, to kill.
We still are catching the missiles and bombs that are flying on Ukrainian land. The problem is beyond the borders of Ukraine. We need to push the enemy back.
And defeat the enemy. Because if you push enemy back and you stop pushing, because we don't need his lands, like, he will go again, no problem. He isn't defeated, so I can go again. But not only with Iran, I think I need China for this too. This what he will do. Stronger than this. Maybe we will stop on this war. Or we don't stop on Crimean war. This war is stronger. Maybe we will stop on this and not wait for the strong war. And strong war enough to defeat Ukraine, or we will defeat Russia. Who needs to be defeated? Ukraine and whole world, or terrorist? Who?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.